The debut speaker is Mr. Kota Watanabe, representing法政University. The title of his speech is To Harmony. To Harmony. Would you now welcome Mr. Watanabe?
Thank you, Master Chinese and honorable judges. Good afternoon, everyone. Stay away from me. When I was in junior high school, one of my classmates was always late for school and had trouble communicating with others. Day by day, he was out of the circle of classmates. One day, he came close and tried to talk to me. But I said these words and ignored him because I felt he was a creepy guy at that time. After that, I knew he was a person with developmental disability. He was ASD. However, despite knowing it, I didn't think I should make a good relationship with him because I got frustrated with his behavior. What do you imagine when you hear developmental disability? You may think of a person who is weird and has communication issues. Most of us avoid them unconsciously, even though we must respect people's personalities, right? But later, I understood that my action gave him a hard time because I got pre-ADHD. So today, I will talk about how to associate with such people. After this speech, I hope everyone can feel comfortable. At first, I will talk about what developmental disability is. There are many types, for example, ASD, ADHD, LD, and so on. Mostly, they can perform tasks as ordinary people, and they have difficulties with communicating. And according to the Ministry of Education, 1 out of 12 people have developmental disability. It is the same ratio as that who are left-handed. And according to the Ministry of Health and Urban Welfare shows, there is always a possibility to get this disorder due to stress and environmental change. It can happen to anyone. Suppose someone cannot do something that everyone thinks is natural in your school or workplace. What do? You get mad at them because of their performance. Stay away from them. According to the Cabinet Office, 91% of them feel isolated. It is a problem that we exclude them from the community. People with developmental disability feel inferiority complex. It is because they think they are not good at communicating and they feel isolated. Actually, according to National Institute of Special Needs Education, about 70% of them suffer from secondary disorder like depression and addiction due to these feelings. When I was in high school, I got pre-ADHD. When I was attending driving school, it was a nightmare. I couldn't focus on driving nor on the content of classes. I failed in many exams. Teachers told me, "There is something wrong with you." I was always wondered why I couldn't do well like ordinary people. And I felt a sense of inferiority. Then, I remembered my classmates in junior high school. I realized what a terrible thing that I had said and felt embarrassed. Why do we exclude people with developmental disability? Don't you feel such people are weird? When you see someone who forgets to hand a homework that everyone will do on time, and he or she has difficulties with communicating, when you see someone who cannot do something that most of us can do. We wonder why he or she is such person. You think such person is unacceptable because they disturb the harmony. What is true harmony for us in the first place? Excluding people who has an unusual character to maintain the atmosphere? No, it is respecting personalities and being comfortable with each other. Looking back on my experience, I excluded people with developmental disability. But later I felt guilty for ignoring him because I knew he was suffering with his disorder and relationships, and I got pre-ADHD. Then I realized excluding such people from groups makes them have harsh feelings. So what should we do if there is someone who has developmental disability nearby? First, when you see someone who acts that you cannot understand, you have to think they have reasons. And second, you have to keep in your mind, people are all different. All of you have something that you are not good at. When you feel something that you are not good at, you get blamed and excluded by others. You will feel sad, right? Then, in this situation, you have to give them positive words, like, nice work, and well done, and you can do it. Lastly, you have to get them involved in conversation. When you do so, people with developmental disability can be relieved because of the feeling of the member of the community. If you cannot understand what they talk, you should not do them. If your friends nod when you are talking, that's put you at ease, right? When you do so, we can make the atmosphere that people with developmental disability can talk easily. However, you will stress out if they cannot change at all. In this situation, you should stay calm and tell them what you want them to do. It is important to not make people with developmental disability alone. Sometimes, I know a person who has possibility with this disorder. Then, I tried this method. They said to me, I can really comfortable when I talk with you, Kota. I was really happy to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, accepting individuality to reach true harmony rather than making groups by blaming and exclusion. We would rather live filled with love and peace than having bad relationships, right? Let's make true harmony. Thank you.
We will have a question and answer period. Mr. Tanaka, please.
Thank you for your nice speech. So you pick up ASD, ADHD, LD as typical types of developmental disability, right?
Yes.
But are there any specific differences among them?
Yes, so ASD person has difficulty with communicating and sometimes do a mistake. And ADHD person is something like, so almost of them can talk easily and make a communication easily, but sometimes they have a lot of mistakes and being in trouble because of it. So some elderly people is called Japanese gakushu shogai. So some of them have difficulty to live normal life.
I see, thank you very much. So about your classmate in junior high, how did you know that he had ASD?
Okay, so my teachers told me he was ASD. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And you said that attending driving school was a nightmare.
Yes.
But I wonder, were you able to attend the classes at the high school without any problem?
Yes, sometimes. So, but so high school, I have some trouble because I couldn't focus on classes. So my parents, how can I say? My parents introduced me my teacher, so private teacher. So I will fix this problem.
I see, thank you. And you said that you felt guilty for ignoring the classmate because you got free ADHD, right? So in which case, if you had not been diagnosed as free ADHD, do you think you would not have felt guilty for him?
Okay, so when I realized I am a free ADHD, but I felt how he suffered with his relationships and his disorder. So then at that time I realized that and I felt guilty.
But if you had not been diagnosed with free ADHD, so how did you react?
So maybe yes.
You couldn't realize. That's okay. So you said by trying the method you suggested, the people with developmental disability could feel comfortable when talking with you, right? Specifically, what kind of attitude or words?
Okay, so I tried like, hey, let's talk with me, and give them something words to invite our community to talk each other. And sometimes I cannot understand what they want to say. I do nothing like that. Yes.
Okay, so you also suggest we should stay calm and tell people with the developmental disabilities what we want to do. So how exactly should we tell them? Is there anything that we should keep in mind in doing so?
Alright, so in my case, I got free ADHD, so I have a lot of mistakes, something like that. So my friends and my teachers said me like, don't do blah blah blah, don't do something, and please do something, some more detail.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Watanabe and Mr. Tanaka.